van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days, and it's been weeks, and Good thing, Sarah, this canyon right here.
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone just how wide open it is. It's incredible.
A couple of questions. So. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening? Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.
How's everybody doing? God bless everybody that is watching. God bless our country of Mexico, our city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. Let's thank God for giving us 2 legs, 2 arms, a mind that we can think, a heart that we can feel, and eyes that we can see. How's everybody doing? No notifications on YouTube, so the people that are watching on YouTube, please give a like to the bell on the video so it can be spread and we can fight these algorithms and censorship in YouTube. Let's share this video on YouTube, and also share this video on Facebook so we can get more viewers and we can break those algorithms and get views going. How's everybody doing? God bless everybody that is watching. As I have been, let's get right into it, people. As I have been really persistent on the situation that is going on right now in Tapachula, that is the south border into our south border in connection with the country of Guatemala. I've been consistent talking about it because it is a humongous effect that is happening right now over there. And it is ultimately right now, it is collapsing. And a lot of people are talking about, how they are going to be replaced or displaced on their own land. This is Mexicans. These are people from Tapachula saying, you know what, this is going to happen to us if we don't interact and if we don't do something about it. Because nobody, the federal government and the state government, it is not doing anything about it to control this mass migration that is happening on the south door, that inevitably it is a domino effect and it will go up into what it is the United States of America. How's everybody doing? God bless everybody that is joining in. We are live at YouTube and we are live at Facebook. Buy Me a Coffee is on top of the link. If you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting, we are people funded, and contribute to our travel fund as we are going down south into Central America and other borders in our country of Mexico. God bless you all. Hashtag enough is enough at the border. Hashtag stop the colonization of the borders, people. Use that hashtag, please. Enough is enough. Hashtag enough is enough at the border. Hashtag stop the colonization. So let's get right into it. Share this video on YouTube and let's go. Let's get those viewers going. This is activist Villagran. Luis Villagran has been an activist that has been, pushing for the caravans, and also has pushing. He's a pro-migrant activist. Had that, he's always behaves like a gentleman in front of the camera, and he's always, a gentleman. But he has been an activist against the policies of Donald Trump. And, he was a pro-migrant activist, saying that Donald Trump was evil. Donald Trump was Satan himself. Donald Trump was the worst person that could exist on this planet. But everything changed when Joe Biden came into office, and he was pushing for Joe Biden to come into office because Joe Biden was going to change everything in the world. He was going to help the migrants. He was going to give the opportunity to the migrants, and he was going to help everything. People, things change, and his mentality now against Joe Biden has completely changed. He says Joe Biden himself, he's the real evil, he's the real demon, he is the real demonic person against humanity. He has said this multiple times, and he's a really big pro-migrant activist down in Tapachula and also down south into the connection into Guatemala. He is a really strong activist in terms to defending the migrant rights. And right here on this interview, he will explain this is a really important interview, because he explains the massive migration, the mass migration that is occurring in Tapachula, and all the migration that is, going up north, into the border of the United States of America. This is a great interview, because this interview was done by our colleague in Tapachula and also in Guatemala. He has done phenomenal work as we are trying to go over there in the next incoming days. And, this is unbelievable, because he says that Biden, it is inevitably the one that is doing these crimes into humanity. And the current administration of the United States of America is the one that is doing these crimes into the administration of into humanity. So listen to what he says right here as he is explaining the mass migration, and the reporter, I will translate as he is speaking.
Importantes, no tenemos esta migración haitiana aquí en Tapachula, que es después de los hondureños el segundo.
Así es, está reconocido por la Comisión Mexicana de Ayuda a Refugiados, la COMAR, como los haitianos es la segunda nacionalidad en la población migrante de recurrir ante esta oficina.
He's saying, yes, the reporter says, how do you recognize this mass migration into Tapachula, that you have, it was first the humongous amount of people that they were migrating from Honduras, and now you have a huge effect on people from Haiti. And he says, yes, right now the people of Haiti has been recognized by the Institute National of Immigration, and also has been recognized by the ACNUR and COMAR as the mass migration most recognized as the amount of people that they have coming into the borders. It is the biggest amount of people that are coming in from Haiti. The population that has been more known as, influxing the border, it is the people from Haiti. Also, he adds this.
Para solicitar el refugio y de ahí obtener documentos para poder seguir avanzando, que es su fin, ¿no?
Oiga, estos haitianos están dispersos en todas las...
Están en todo Tapachula, ¿no? Los hemos visto en los parques, en las colonias, durmiendo literalmente en las calles. Es una población.
He's saying practically, the reporter says the people from Haiti are all over Tapachula, and he says, yes, they're all over the Tapachula, and all over the neighborhoods, all over the streets, and all over the sidewalks. You can see them actually sleeping on the sidewalks because they don't have no place to live and no place to go.
Desgraciadamente muy vulnerable, porque es una población pobre. Lo que acaban de asesinar cobardemente al presidente.
It's a really vulnerable population. It's a really, poor population, and they have, and a lot of them are migrating because they assassinated just recently the president of Haiti.
De Haití, estos están migrando. Esto provoca más migración.
This provokes more migration.
Independientemente de gente que tenía años varados en Brasil, en Chile.
And this is independently, has nothing to do with people that they were from Haiti, that they were stationed already in Brazil and also in Chile,
en Venezuela y en
and also in Venezuela,
Ecuador, y están
and also in Ecuador, and all of these population of Haiti are mass migrating into the borders of Tapachula.
Caminando y están llegando. Sabemos que en las últimas 2 semanas han llegado más de 4,000 migrantes.
And we know that look at this. In less than 2 weeks, more than 4,000 people from Haiti have arrived into the border of Tapachula. Look at that number, people. Look at that number. So you will know that this influx, it's not stopping. This is why I'm saying, when is it going to stop? It's been 6 years since this started. 6 years. It started with Enrique Peña Nieto and Barack Obama, the past president of Mexico, and the past president of the United States of America, that it was Barack Obama. They started with this globalization. Donald Trump came in and said, hell no, I'm not starting with this. AMLO continued with it, and we're going on 6 years. And now this man is saying that in the last 2 weeks, 4,000 people from Haiti have arrived, and also different parts of Africa have arrived to the border of Tapachula. Ultimately, all of these people want to go to the United States of America. This is what he adds.
Haitianos que han pasado con gran facilidad por la frontera sur, por esta que tenemos acá.
There's a lot of majority of people from Haiti that they have crossed into the border of Mexico with the easiest way that you can even imagine.
Se ha triplicado la llegada de haitianos.
They have been, it has been going on double the mass migration, and also triple on the mass migration that is happening right here in Tapachula. And this is what he answered.
Subido en un 300%.
It has gone up at a 300%. Oh my God, I want to get an interview with this guy. This guy has the facts. He responds really, he's a really educated man, although he has, his preferences on migration, but he knows his facts and he knows the numbers. Although we see different sides of, politically we see differently, but he knows the facts. And he's saying right now that the mass migration at the border of Tapachula, it has gone up 300%. Wow. 300%, people. This is the opening door for people to come into the country and to go up to the north in the United States of America. Wow. Hear what he says right here.
A comparación del resto de los años pasados, la población haitiana, una población que hay que decirlo, ¿no? Con lo que está ocurriendo aquí en la frontera sur, sobre todo con el Instituto Nacional de Migración, está causando un verdadero problema social a los habitantes de esta región.
And he's saying, to be clear and to be honest, it has gone 300% in the past years. It has gone up the migration 300%, and it is a population. He's saying, he's being honest as a Mexican citizen, he's saying this population, this enormous influx of population of Haiti, it is causing right now problems into the Tapachula citizens. Wow, this is the first time that I hear Luis Villagran, a pro-migrant activist, being concerned, really concerned. This is the first time that I hear him being concerned for the Mexican citizens and for the Tapachula citizens. This is the first time that I will say that I got respect for this man for coming out and saying this statement, that he's saying the mass migration of people from Haiti, it is causing problems right now for the Tapachula citizens. It's the first time that I hear him say something like that. And for him to say something like that, it is because it is a big problem, people. Look what he asks right here as the reporter asks the next question.
La crisis de cubanos en el 2011 también.
Un éxodo masivo.
Do you think that this is a crisis? And do you think that this is an exodus? And these are people that this is a guy that he's a pro-migrant, attached a little bit to the left. He's independent, but he's attached a little bit more to the left. And look, he has been in multiple caravans. He has been a leader on this mass migration. Look what he says. Because the reporter says this is a crisis, this is an exodus. Look what he responds immediately.
No, yo pienso que en cuanto son diferentes características de la población cubana con la población
This is an exodus. This is a crisis. I see different types of situations with the population of Cuba with other populations.
Migrante haitiana. La población.
The population, I see different attitudes with the population of Cuba, with the population of Haiti. And he says, and he references to certain populations.
Migrante haitiana es más vulnerable.
The population of Haiti, they are more vulnerable. They are more vulnerable. For everybody that is watching and is joining in, how's everybody doing? Oscar Blue for Border Network News. This is a report done from our colleagues in Tapachula, given to us on our platform of Oscar Blue and Border Network News, and reporting from Tapachula as the catastrophe and the collapse of the border, it is occurring right now. This is Tapachula, Mexico, the border that connects to Guatemala. And he says, he adds right here, this is Luis Villagran as an interview, really important interview for everybody to watch, as he is explaining and saying, you know what, the Haiti population in comparison to the Cuban population, the Haiti population is more vulnerable than the Cuban population. This is what he adds.
Es gente que tiene muy pocos recursos económicos, casi nulos. Hablamos de gente extremadamente pobre, están en el límite de la necesidad.
These are people that they are extremely poor. They are in the limit of the necessity. He's referring to the population of Haiti.
Son verdaderamente menesterosos y esto provoca situaciones sociales completamente diferentes.
And this, what it means and what it provokes is this: the poverty, the level of poverty of the people from Haiti. If you bring it to Tapachula, it provokes, difficulty in all types of social classes. Communism, people. This is what it is. The colonization of the border. You bring a social class into another social class, and you create a chaotic social class, and you create only one social class. Communism. Ay, chingao. ¿A quién quieren hacer menso? Who do you want to play the fool while you're doing? These globalists. What they're doing, they're causing a chaotic situation at the border, so everything will be equal and everything will be the same, and it is a colonization of this. This is what is provoking. Look what it says right here and what he adds.
¿No? Es una cárcel.
Tapachula has converted into a shelter, and also he interrupts immediately and he says it is a migration prison. It is a prison for the migrants. And if you want me to be real, people, Mexico has been completely incompetent and irresponsible. The administration of Mexico, not Mexican citizens. So I'm a Mexican citizen, and I am against this globalization of immigration. There needs to be a way to help all these vulnerable countries so people will not migrate in this, vulnerable way and into this insecure countries like Mexico. But if you want me to be real, Tapachula and the Institute National of Immigration with ACNUR, that is the organization for the United Nations, has become completely incompetent, and also ultimately ACNUR has become completely irresponsible with the rights of human beings. Why are you provoking this mass migration? This goes directly to the philanthropists. My God, I don't want to insult, but these stupid activist writers calling George Soros a philanthropist. These guys that provoked the globalist compact to immigration, where is he right here? Showing compassion for the people, showing compassion for the people that they're migrating under this catastrophe and under these measures. For God's sake, where is he? Look what he says right here. It says, he adds, Tapachula has become a prison for the migrants.
Migratoria, hay que decirlo, nosotros te vamos a mostrar a través de esto, ese documento. Este documento es un documento emitido a través de una resolución de un trámite administrativo migratorio en el cual está firmado por la subdelegada Paola López Rodas, en la cual estipula que todo solicitante de refugio ante la Comar debe esperar a que resuelva su trámite migratorio y los obligan a quedarse en Tapachula.
This is a document. This is a document that it shows right here that the migrants are being abused, and that they are right now, as they're migrating into Tapachula, they're obligating them to migrate only to Tapachula and to not exit Tapachula. And it is a document that it violates the humanitarian rights. Why are we going through this? My question to all these liberal activists, to all the Joe Biden followers, to all the leftists, this is what Joe Biden is provoking right now. And you are going to deliver $4 billion to nonprofit organizations for what? To incentivize this to continue for another 3 more years? So right now, if you get to add the numbers, it will be until the Biden administration is finished. It will be 9 years of this. 9 years of this. Where is the United Nations responding for this humanitarian catastrophe? Where are they? They provoked all of this. They're evil and demonic. They provoked all of this. If the United Nations will not even had the idea to create the global compact of immigration, you would not have this situation right now. And this activist is saying, we're going to put a lawsuit against this. We're going to put a lawsuit against that. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Why are we going through this when this would not be happening right now? This would not even be a solution. The solution is to help the countries on their own country that they're suffering from this. Remember what the congressman from Guatemala said to Miss Sarah Carter from Fox News. She said this. He said this to her. We want trade. We don't want aid. Look what he adds right here that is really important.
Este documento es el que hace y permanece que haya 60,000 migrantes varados en Tapachula y tiene un responsable, ¿no?
What? Oh. Whoever understands Spanish, do you know what he just said? Holy. He says this document practically is the imprisonment document of all the migrants that they're located right now in Tapachula. And he said this is the document that is holding more than 60,000 migrants right now spread all over Tapachula. 60,000. 60,000 people that they're awaiting to be released from Tapachula to go to the north of the United States of America. We have a COVID variant right now that is Delta. The majority of the migrants are suffering because they don't have no food, no jobs, no water. They're taking over the streets in Tapachula to put their local businesses because they don't have no work, no food, no water, no visa work. So it's affecting the Tapachula citizens that they have the registered legitimate businesses, and it's affecting them. All of these 60,000 that he just mentioned, they're all waiting for the visa transit to move to the north of the United States of America and to migrate into the United States of America. Not creating hysteria at the border. These are facts. Get off your damn couch, you snowflakes. 60,000 that they're awaiting. The majority of them on vaccine, untested. Not all of them. Not all of them. A lot of them are already been vaccinated. A lot of them, they've already been tested. But the majority, a large number of them, on vaccine and untested. And they are waiting to move to all the country into the north border with Mexico and the United States of America. 60,000. Imagine this. And you guys are thinking, what is, holy cow. You guys have seen what is going on in Texas? This is just getting started. This is just getting started. I told you guys, and we said to you guys, the ones that we have been covering the border, if Joe Biden goes into office, he will destroy the borders. And this is what he's doing. Imagine if the catastrophe that you're seeing right now in Texas, how it looks, imagine how this looks. Imagine how this looks. You got 60,000 waiting in Tapachula, spread all over the city, waiting for a visa to transit to go over there. Where are all these leftist activists? Where are all these leftist writers? Where is CNN, MSNBC, CBS, PBS? What's up, Daily Beast? I'm right here. He's inadmissible. Worrying about my record and what I did in the past. He's inadmissible. Oh, so QAnon. Oh my God, hysteria at the border. What's going on with the democracy now? Where are you, fact checkers? Where are you at with this? This is a guy that has been in the caravans of pro-migrant activists, legitimate pro-migrant activists, that is saying the actual amount on how this has increased on a 300% migration into the south border. And right now, not only that, people, that more than 60,000 are awaiting in the south border in Tapachula to move to the north, Nobody's talking about this because it is not even relevant, because it is just like Veronica Escobar, the leftist congresswoman, says, oh my God, we are resolving the pandemic. Oh my God, we're resolving the catastrophe and the necessity of the border. We need more facilities on this side because we need to help as a first-class world country. And like Alexandria Ocasio says, oh my God, this is a catastrophe. This is a capitalist crisis. It is not a border crisis. It is a catastrophe. Are you for real? Are you for real? This is a border crisis. This is not a border crisis. Is it a capitalist crisis? This is a climate change crisis. This is a prison crisis. And it is ultimately, oh my God, a humanitarian crisis. 60,000. Let me just move it back right here. What those 2 minutes and 50? Where are you at, man? Where it's right here. Just put it right here. 2 minutes and 43 seconds. 60,000. For everybody that does not understand Spanish, 60,000 is 60,000. 60,000 is 60,000. Luis Villagran has been an activist that I have put on the screen multiple times on my screen, because he is a legitimate, I will say, leftist pro-migrant activist. We see different political views, but I respect, because he has been legit to his movement, and he has been legitimate and honest. And on the good side and the bad side, he has admitted his mistakes. Like, he admitted that Joe Biden is provoking, and he's provoking a humanitarian genocide with this. He has said it himself. Look what he says right here in Spanish. He says this. Look what it says right here.
A quedarse en Tapachula. Este documento es el que hace y permanece que haya 60,000 migrantes varados en Tapachula.
How we're gonna take care of that, man? Holy cow. How are we gonna take care of that? I was saying 15,000 migrants from Haiti, plus that they were located. Now this man, that he has the more accurate numbers, it says 60,000 people. 60,000 waiting in Tapachula, untested, a lot of them, on vaccine, a lot of them, waiting to move to the north border of the United States of America. And you have Joe Biden saying essential and non-essential. Essential people that they are providing economy, like Mexican tourists, that they're actually already been tested, already been vaccinated, they have their COVID test to have the possibility to cross and provide economy to the United States. No, you are inadmissible. The ones that they're admissible are the ones that they're migrating to mountains, to seas, and irregular ports of entry of the necessity. Wow. Look what it says right here in Morse. For everybody that is watching, thank you for joining in. Oscar Blue right here for Border Network News. Thank you so much for joining. Buy me a coffee. It's on top of the link. If you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and travel fund, buy me a coffee. It's on top of the link. We are live on YouTube and also on Facebook. Look what he adds right here.
Y tiene un responsable, ¿no? Este responsable se llama Paola López Rodas. Esta funcionaria federal, con tal de quedar bien con el mandato federal, ha establecido y ha resuelto en todos los casos de trámites administrativos migratorios, según el artículo 52 de la ley, que se tiene que quedar en Tapachula. Esto provoca que haya 60,000 migrantes varados en Tapachula.
This woman by the name of Paola Rodas, that is a federal Congress representative, is the one that is holding this document, that is holding all the Tapachulas, all the migrants in Tapachula, and is not letting them travel or transit around the country. This is why Tapachula looks so bad, because we have more than 60,000, again, he says, migrants spread all over Tapachula. Holy cow, people. And he adds this.
De una manera oprobiosa para los migrantes primeramente y segundo para los habitantes de esta región.
This is provoking, something that is a catastrophe, and it is a catastrophe not only for the migrants, but it's a catastrophe also for the citizens of Tapachula.
Esto ha generado diferentes aglomeramientos en Comar, en Agnur.
En todo lado, ¿no?
My God, our colleague is a good reporter, man. He says this has, transformed into some conglomerate of people where, particularly he's referencing to the COVID situation. And so Tapachula looks like Texas, worse than that, 3 times worse than that. This is the effect. This is where they generated. This is the mecca of the distribution. Texas is just the receiving center. Right now, this is the mecca of the distribution. This is where the reality of the problem. He has more than 60,000 over there in one little city. Somebody's referencing the difference between that. The difference between 2 cities. So he asked, he says practically the conglomerate of people, these mass groups are getting all together in different places. And these massive people are probably attending in different places, in different plazas, all together, untested and on vaccine. Somebody saying, really? Say how? We're exactly the same. Oh, my God. Chingado. Why U.S. citizens compare their country to a third world class country? Why all the time you feel like a victim? Why you compare yourself with a third world class country? Why you still have freedom? It is bad what is happening at the border, yes. But it's not comparison to what is happening over here, for God's sake. Hijo de la. So he says right here. He specifically says right here. He says this right here. It is provoked all of this. If Delta variant comes to this particular area, if the Delta variant comes to this particular area, it is going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible because nobody is vaccinated. Nobody it is tested. And it is going to get really bad, people. Really bad. And this is the reality.
Estamos viendo que la Comar decidió cerrar porque hubo una riña colectiva ahí entre haitianos precisamente y centroamericanos que provocó que la Comar haya decidido hacer trámites a través de internet. Tenemos que decirle que los trámites de Comar están saliendo poco a poco. Mandó aquí los trámites por internet del Instituto Nacional de Migración, donde
practically he's explaining why there has been a lot of conflicts in the Comar line of requests for asylum. Comar is the Commission of Refugees in Mexico. That is an association and it is an organization underneath the ACNUR, that is the Commission of Refugees of the United Nations. These organizations are under the wing. Now, he's saying practically that this happened, this conflictions and these conflicts that have been going on outside of where is the line that has shown multiple videos where they're asking for asylum over there in Tapachula. There have been conflicts and fights between people from Central America and people from Haiti. This, this has provoked for the Comar to take the decision to make a portal on the internet for them to ask for the political asylum and their number through the internet, but it hasn't worked. It has not worked at all. This interview continues of him speaking about, the actual situation of all this. But I will tell you something, people. This is horrible. This is actually really bad. And I don't know until we're creating hysteria at the border, like the leftist activist calls us, creating hysteria at the border. This is actually the situation. I've put multiple videos on the screen on how it looks. And this is, it's, I don't know, people. These are small clips for everybody to watch. But this is getting, little by little, the population is understanding that, it's not the same anymore. Imagine this guy just said the number 60,000. 60 plus thousand They are in Tapachula. 60,000+ waiting for the refugee and asylum to be released and to move into the United States of America. When is the United States of America, and I'm not creating hatred against migrants, I'm not creating hysteria against migrants, I'm not creating derogative or denigrating migrants, because I'm a migrant myself. I am for legal migration. This is not right. The leftists are not accepting that this is a colonization of our borders. And it has to be designed, and it has to be designated, and it has to be explained like that. It is just incredible, man. 60,000. And you have Joe Biden that he said specifically, 125,000 I'm going to accept. This goes by the hand. If AMLO does not get, in a way, punished, this will not stop. Remember when Donald Trump put a threat to the Mexican government saying, I will tariff you if you don't stop this? 5% on the automobile industry, that is the most lucrative industry in the world. Second, I will tariff you on the avocado and beer. When they seen that was going to happen, they said, what the hell with it? We need to stop this, man. This needs to be stopped. This needs to be stopped. And they put the tariff, and it stopped, and it worked magically. You even saw Donald Trump speaking in Texas on, I believe that it was, I don't know if it was CPAC or another event, which he was explaining. He was saying, it was really hard for me to accomplish that. A lot of citizens are saying, oh, now that Biden is completely destroying our borders, why don't we go back to the Trump policies? And Trump said this. Trump said, people are saying that, but it's not easy. It was not easy to accomplish. It was not easy to bring this back. It was not easy to arrange. It was not easy to make that happen. It was not easy to get the stay in Mexico policy. It was not easy at all. It was really difficult. For him to be an ex-president and tell you that off the record is because it is a reality. It was not easy. And even if he came back to president, he said also, it is not easy to bring it back again. We worked so hard for that to be accomplished. So imagine how easy it was for Joe Biden to destroy that in a blink of an eye. He lifted that tariff, and inevitably, this tariff thing, it was going to work for Mexico. Why it was going to work for Mexico? Because Mexico was going to say, we cannot take this anymore. The stay in Mexico policy is provoking people, hundreds of millions of people to stay over here. Also, people are coming in. My God, it's going to collapse. We need to get the hell out of the globalist compact. It was inevitably that it was going to push Mexico to get the hell out. To get the hell out of this. Being honest with you guys. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm a Mexican citizen, and I'm an independent. I don't belong to no political party. I'm not a right wing, and I'm not a left wing. Right now, the Republican Party is a complete. It is a backstabbing, political party, and a lot of radical people are in there, and a lot of really good people are in there. You got good people, you got bad apples. You got good apples, and you got bad apples. And whoever gets their feelings hurt, I'm sorry, that's the way it is. And there's another one that there's the Democratic Party that is a complete disaster. It's a communist political party that is provoking all of this right now. And there's a question right here. Why is Mexico letting them into their country for any reason? Why is your president provoking this? Why is your president inviting them and then letting them know that they're not going to be let in? Why is your president of the United States of America saying that he was going to invite 125,000 and then he backed up because he said, oh my God, this is a complete mess. And then you send Kamala Harris into Guatemala and say to them 3 times, do not come, do not come, do not come. Why is your government of the United States of America letting leftist activist liberals into our country of Mexico, provoking and incentivizing migrants to cross illegally to the United States of America? Why did Barack Obama accepted this globalist compact of immigration with the past president of Mexico to continue this since 2015? I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. I don't care if you say Joe Biden is not my president. He is your president. I don't care. It is the United States of America, and it is your president. First, analyze the facts, where this generated from. And you can understand that, yes, you will be right. The Mexican government, not Mexican people, the Mexican government, it is a complete disaster. Complete disaster. The Mexican government, it is a complete disaster. Complete disaster. And they don't know how to take care of this situation. They have failed to take care of this situation. They are, they are completely blind to take care of the situation. The Mexican government does not know how to take care, not even of their own people. They have a cartel war in Michoacán and Guerrero. The people of Michoacán and Guerrero are taking care of their own people. Imagínate eso. How irresponsible our government of Mexico is being with our own people, that we cannot even take care of our own people. And imagine bringing masses and masses of people, that everybody deserves a second opportunity in life and everybody deserves a better life. I understand that. But why these globalists, they don't explain to people that you have 154 countries to migrate and to get a better opportunity in life if your country is not even profitable to have a better life? Why? The Mexican government cannot even take care of the people of Michoacán, that they're fleeing from cartel persecution, that those are legitimate asylum cases. The people of Guerrero, that they're leaving their land because their children are being oppressed and forced to go inside of the cartel to fight against another cartel and being kidnapped. Those are legitimate cases of asylum. Got people from Venezuela escaping strict communism from Maduro. Those are legitimate cases from asylum. You got the people from Cuba being oppressed right now with asylum, with oppression of communism. Those are really strict cases of political persecution and legitimate asylum. And you got Alejandro Mayorkas saying, oh no, I don't want to accept you, but I want to accept all these hundreds of millions that they're coming. It is just unbelievable. Your question, it goes with a rhetorical answer, because somebody is provoking this, and these are the globalists. Forget about a political party. Forget about that. It's not even for a political party. This is not a political party. These are globalists. These are puppets. Joe Biden is a puppet. Kamala Harris is a puppet. AMLO is a puppet. All these are puppets from the elite, from the banks. They control them. They tell them, you're going to be the president. This is what you're going to do. This is what we want to achieve on a long term, on a short term, on a middle term. This is what we want to achieve. The United Nations controls the narrative of the globalization of everything. Globalist compact of education, globalist compact of immigration, globalist compact of the environment, the Paris deal. You really want to ask me why Mexico is letting them in? Mexico, the country, us, the people, is the Mexican government. It's exactly like saying, why China? It is not China. It's the communist political party of China that is doing all of this. How's everybody doing? God bless everybody that is watching. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. Hashtag stop the colonization. Hashtag enough is enough at the border. There needs to be order. There needs to be help, man. There needs to be order. Where they're going to put order now. Thank you so much for joining this live feed. Share it. See if we can get a little bit more reach. Buy me a coffee is on top of the link if you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting. We are people funded, so thank you so much. God bless you all. Follow me at Facebook, YouTube, Telegram, and now you can follow me. You can follow me at Twitter. You can follow me at Twitter. So I'll be posting videos at Twitter every once in a while. Every day I'll be posting a little video. You can share it over there. So Twitter, Oscar Blue, Telegram Oscar Blue, YouTube Oscar Blue, Facebook Oscar Blue. I don't have Instagram. Instagram took my Instagram. Instagram took my Instagram. So I will be making another Instagram for everybody to follow. Thank you. God bless. Stay safe. Follow Border Network News, Facebook, Telegram, and Instagram. Border Network News. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, peace and love. Because always, your country's first. God bless.
Y ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days and it's been weeks, and you think, Sarah, this canyon right here?
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone just how wide open it is. It's incredible.
Couple of questions. No. Ms. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening?
Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.